Well, Terry, Alfreton on Tuesday night, and we need to bounce back from Saturday's defeat, don't we?
Yeah. I think Saturday, I think the gaffer said after the game, really disappointing. It's the first time I've watched the game back as we always do, and there wasn't many positives to take out of it. I'll be honest. One or two players done okay, but when the vast majority of your team individually don't perform, it's very, very difficult to get a result. And unfortunately, on Saturday, we had too many not at the best. However, that's not, on a positive side, there's never been many occasions like that since we came in the door. So I think the lads will be really determined tomorrow night to put in a much, much better showing. It'll be a difficult game because it's a really hard place to go to win. I have won there before, so I'm not saying you can't win there before. You can't win there, you can't win, but it is a difficult place to go. It'll be another tough game like every game is in the league, but I'm sure the lads are determined to put Saturday's wrongs right and pay back with fantastic support that we had on Saturday. And we know we'll get some good support there again tomorrow, and we've got to make sure, we're much, much better than we were on Saturday.
Yeah, certain aspects of our game were below the standard we expect. Some of the passing, we gave away 2 or 3 goals, didn't we? Just through loose passing by ourselves, and
Yeah.
it's that sort of thing that will encourage the players. Look, we've got to improve upon this.
Yeah. The players know. Everybody knows when you play well. And when they go on the pitch, they know they come off the pitch without people patting them on the back. They know their own standards. You know what I mean? So they know on Saturday, like as you just said, lots of bits and pieces of our game. Without a doubt, our ball retention on Saturday was one of the lowest it's been on like successful passes. We had plenty possession. We had more possession than Peterborough, but unfortunately, we didn't make enough successful passes. And when you look at the goals back, 3 of their goals comes from us giving the ball away in the middle of the park, which doesn't help. But like I said, I'm sure the lads are looking forward to it, to get back out there and hopefully put on a good show.
Yeah, one person who I thought did play well on Saturday was Will Flint. It's he won a lot of the ball. He tried to get attacks going, didn't he? And since he missed a couple of games, he's come back and he's looked really sharp.
Yeah. Will was one of the positives. Like I said, there was one or two, but Will was definitely one of them. He done his part of he's a real defensive sort of midfield player. That's his main strength. However, he can pass the ball well. He actually created a goal with a great cross as well, by the way, with his weak foot. So yeah, Will was one of the positives. There's no doubt about that. But even he would want to improve still on ball retention. Even though he's made one goal, he's done the offensive side of the game. The out of possession side of the game really well. But he'd be looking to still get better as well.
Yeah. Now we just hinted at Alfreton. For them, they're not having too good a season, but that doesn't mean anything, does it? It's they're a tough team to play against, mainly because of the direct style of play that they have.
Yeah. Look at Billy knows knows the league inside out. He's been very, very successful with his teams for years, for many years. At the minute, they're not having the season that they wanted. However, it just takes them to win one game to kickstart them on, and they suddenly could win 5, 6 games. So it'll be a really, real tough game. They've got good players. They've got some good footballers. Yes, we know they've got a style of player that is mainly more direct. But that's people play to what you think the strength of their team is. Nothing wrong with that if that's what they think is the best way to get a result. What we've got to do is we know what to expect. So we've got to make sure that we counteract that by defending our box really well and denying them. The second is mainly the direct style when you got long throw-ins coming in. It's not usually the throw-in, even though the throw-in can cause lots of problems. It's the next phase of the game. And that's what happened. That's what happens in a lot of set players. It's not the first phase, it's the next phase and the phase after that. And that's where you've got to stay really concentrated and do our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, though, Terry, let's be honest. We can still get into the playoffs. We've got these games in hand. There's one tomorrow night against Alfreton, obviously, but we've still got clubs who are below us in the table to play yet.
Oh yeah, look at this. We knew we weren't going to win 10 out of 10 going into Saturday. We would love to win 10 out of 10. That would have guaranteed the playoffs.
Mm.
We know roughly what it's going to take. Minimum, it'll be 6 or 7 wins. And when you lose a game, you've got one less to get a win. But still possible. Everybody keeps beating each other. A lot of the teams above us have got to play each other. We've only got to play 2 above us. And so 7's below us who aren't involved in the playoffs. However, they're involved in a different matter of like trying to stay in the league. So they won't be easy either. But it's still possible. Tomorrow night's game won't define it. If we win, we'll not guarantee getting in the playoffs. It'll help a long way. But it is one of our games in hand. In them games in hand, we've got to start getting wins, not draws. So tomorrow night, we'll be going in there to obviously nullify Alfreton's strengths, but obviously then take a game plan in there to hopefully win the game and get what going, and it would still be then a lot to play for. But regardless of the result tomorrow, it won't define the season. There'll still be enough games, but it'll make it a lot harder if we don't get a result. Tomorrow night, we're going there to win. We always do that. And hopefully, like I said, we get the performance that we know the lads can deliver. And if we get that, like I said, I think I said this last week, if you get a performance, you've got a good chance of winning games of football.